Hello YouTube, this is the Florida Rider coming to you from downtown on the way to the beach again. Why do I go to the beach so much? It's close and I love it. So that answers that question. Anyway, my topic for today is types of motorcycles. I mean, we all know there are cruisers, and there are different kinds of cruisers. There are sports bikes, super sports, standards, etc. You name it, they exist. So my question for you today is, have you always owned the same kind of bike? For example, I've only ever owned standards, because that's what suits me the best. The first bike I ever bought was a standard, and that was because of price, availability, and financing. Since then, I have ridden sports bikes, and I've ridden cruisers, but I find that they don't suit my needs. I'm very, I guess you could say, anal about getting what suits my needs rather than what I want, which may or may not be good. I'm not always sure about that. Sports bikes don't really meet my needs because of the fact that there's not a lot of room on them. And what I mean is there's not a lot of room to stretch out, so if you're going on long trips like I do, then they're not the best choice. Cruisers don't really suit my needs because of the fact that the riding position is a bit strange. I didn't feel that their riding position would suit my needs for going on long trips either. And that's why I've always gone with standards. A standard has a slightly forward riding position, but not like you're laying on the tank like a sports bike does. But yet you're upright far enough not to be too fatigued or anything like that after riding for long periods of time. So yes, I have always owned standards. Will I continue to own standards? I don't know. Depends what happens in the future. Before I bought my current bike, and I'm not talking about my scooter, I did actually go to Bike Week in Daytona, and I rode some cruisers and I rode some sports bikes and Harleys, of course. I know Harleys are cruisers, but they're still Harleys. Just to make sure that a standard was what I really wanted, and that really sealed the deal for me that the NC700X or a similar standard was the right bike for me. So what about you? Why do you ride what you ride? Some of you have multiple styles of bikes, so when do you decide to use the cruiser or the enduro or the supermoto or the sports bike? For those of you who have always ridden the same type of bike, have you ever even considered a different kind of bike? And if so, why or why not? That was an ST1300, those are nice. This is the Florida Rider signing off after a quick blast to the beach before work. Goodbye.